RetroLab podcast. Woo! Here we are.
Episode 1.
Here we are.
We're feeling good.
Yeah.
We're feeling good. We're feeling hyped today.
Oh,
on this
yeah.
Beautiful. What day is it again? Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
It's RetroLab podcast episode 1. Dudes, we've got the live audience in the chat with us for episode 1. The Dylans are looking good. We've got MadDawgMike here.
What's going on, everybody?
To my right. And we got the pizza dude.
Hey, it's pizza guy.
Yo, the pizza guy, yeah.
Pizza dude.
Oh,
pizza
yeah.
guy.
We're in the Retro Lab. We're in here, and we're going to be talking about video games, and we're going to be talking about other stuff besides video games. Let me crack open a cold one here, though. I've got a nice...
Gotta crack open the coldest
yeah,
of one.
Capri Sun roaring waters to sort of really send this Retro Lab off on its journey officially here. I'd like to offer a cheers to everybody. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, nice and...
Cheers,
Ooh.
guys. We're doing it.
To episode
We're
1,
here.
everybody.
To episode 1. Long time coming. So fresh. So good. Mike, what's been going on, man? You said last time we were hanging, you were going to Anime St. Louis.
Yes. I was there representing the St. Louis community meetup, Twitch STL. Was there Saturday and Sunday.
You guys had a booth?
Yeah, we had a little booth. We wanted to bring some more
Nice.
people
Ooh.
in because, we're all about the local area.
Yeah, very profesh.
That's
how we met, actually. We met at an event in, was it 2019?
Yeah.
The
it was
Halloween? The Halloween event?
Pink Galleon. We were playing pool, man. That's when we first met up, but we did meet up again at the St. Louis one.
Pink Galleon?
Yeah, we were shooting pool.
Where?
The Pink Galleon.
When?
Don't remember.
Where's
But
the
I
Pink
remember that was
Galleon?
the first time I met you in person.
Dude, what is the Pink Galleon?
It's a pool hall.
Was I drinking beverages?
You might have been.
Was I shooting pool
You were shooting
adequately?
pool? Yeah. Yeah, you played a game.
Time out.
Or two.
This is happening where somebody has a complete memory of you somewhere doing something and you have no idea. Also, I don't know what the Pink Galleon is. That sounds like
It's a pool hall somewhere in some place here.
It's in St.
our
Louis?
area. Yeah, it's in our area.
dude.
We had a little get together.
Dude.
And it was the first time I met you because I remember I was going around because it was like kind of
This is blowing my mind right now.
The first solo deal I had with St. Louis Community Meetup. I was walking, I was mingling, introduced myself, and then you came out and you were like, I was like, hey, how you doing? And you're like, I'm Futureman
Dude,
Gaming.
I remember. Yes. Okay, I remember. I remember. Oh my god.
And my jaw hit the floor because I was like, yo, this is an OG.
I was there. Your Honor, I was there. And I didn't know anybody.
Right,
I didn't know
right.
anybody. Okay. Man, I've been hitting these Capri Suns
really
a little
hard.
bit too hard. So,
Jeez.
yeah, I'm trying to cut back a little bit. But, dude, I was there.
Yes.
I forgot. Dude, there's nothing pink. There are no galleons in there. I don't understand the name at all. It makes
very
no sense.
pirate
There's
themed,
no
though.
way. Okay.
It was pirate themed.
All right. I think I remember, buying some pizza, some food, maybe? Or was
Maybe.
there a bunch of... there was pool. I do remember pool was being shot there. Now I remember. It was like way out west. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, how could I forget that? Of course, man. Yeah.
But,
it's all floating back to me like I've got the location. I got the faces. I remember talking to you there.
Yes.
Dude.
See, now we're there.
Oh my god.
I was starting to think I was going crazy.
I'm like,
I know
yeah,
my
no.
memory's a little shot
I was never there.
sometimes. I'm just, it's
No,
all inceptioning.
That was like a real quick wham bam.
yes,
like,
it was not
in and
a
out.
big to do.
I remember the other one was at Halloween. And so everybody had costumes on. There was like a whole stage where there was a live stream, and there were all sorts of different booths set up. Yeah, over these years, like between all the different PAXs and conventions, like I know we've had a couple years where we haven't been going to them, but it still feels like sometimes they just blur together a little bit, because there was a couple years there where, you know, I was doing like the hosting stuff for Twitch and was like flying out to this one. They had me go to Europe to do this one, and it was just like, hello, nice to meet you. 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 And I forget what I like had for breakfast yesterday, you know? So it's like, I don't know. How's your memory?
I mean,
obviously pretty good. You remember the pink galleon.
It was a core memory, man. It's like a core memory unlocked. Like I said, I was meeting an OG here, and I didn't know how to handle it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just give me an epic shake over here. I'm glad we're here.
Epicest.
You're like, don't you remember you were snorting cocaine off that hooker?
No, I don't.
You could have made anything up at that point.
I remember.
Like, yo, Futureman, don't you remember you took your shirt off and you got thrown out of the bar?
That might have
There
happened.
could have been any assortment of. Okay, so that was a fun night. We played pool. We hung out.
Yes.
And then I remember being like, yo, Mike's a cool dude. We hung out more at the Halloween event.
Yes.
And was that the last?
That was the last meetup we had before the big C showed up and ruined everything for us.
That's
for
right.
2 years.
Yeah. So we had to chill everything out a little bit, but now things are getting going
full
again.
Swing. Twitch was like, yo, cut loose. Let the dogs out again. So I did. We came out hard.
Wait, hold on. You guys have to communicate with Twitch on that?
Yes, we are powered by Twitch. So when it comes to public facing events, they were kind of like,
does that mean money?
No.
What?
No, this is a volunteer thing. I do it for the people, man. I do it for the people.
You could power up these communities with money too, though. That could be.
I mean, I didn't say that, but
listen,
wink, wink. It's not
like,
a bad idea.
Don't you think that they could budget in some funds to kind of enhance this?
We're talking. You know, we got community meetups all across, and not even just in the U.S. We're in Europe now, man.
I remember going. I would go to the New York one. I know they're all over in like different cities. And it is good that I guess they do have somebody that you can reach out to. But you would think, I don't know. You'd think they could throw, a couple bucks your way to get the. How do you guys even? Do you pay for it?
No.
It's
kind of like a nonprofit thing, some places they kind of donate. The venues for us, and we have that exposure because we're streaming and all that other stuff.
Okay,
we have sponsors. We have sponsors that.
Oh, that's right. I do remember. Okay, I do remember there being all the booths and the sponsorships there.
Yes,
that's okay.
yes,
so you're working it.
Yes,
you're wheeling
and
dealing.
then amazing places like Anime St. Louis that let us have a table so we can promote them and promote ourselves at the same time.
Yes,
and I absolutely love going to those. Number one thing, the creativity of the people, man. I saw this group of kids, a bunch of little girls, couldn't have been more than 8 years old, dressed as every Sailor Scout, and there was a dad who had a Bluetooth boombox playing the theme song behind him.
Adorable.
It was the great. Just seeing all these different cosplays that people pull off, like, it's mind blowing. I love seeing it, man.
So it was pretty wholesome.
Yes. It was nice seeing people again.
Just being out there and
still being safe, though.
Sure, they still have some. They still have some. People are still getting it, So it's good to keep that in mind. But yeah, I have never been to an anime convention before. You guys set up the booth and we're just talking to people, handing out brochures, talking about Twitch, saying let the meetups.
There's a lot of content creators out there,
Is there the horny side of the convention though? Like,
oh yeah, that's like at night. I mean, I'm sure.
Okay, because I don't know if they've it's almost like in the old rental places, they'd have the beads hanging down,
Yeah,
and then the sign up top.
Let me help. Let
and
me
then
help with
as a
that.
kid, you'd be like, "Oh, what's going on in there?" You know.
One of the people, one of my other friends with the St. Louis community meetup, who helps me run it, his significant other was there,
Yeah.
and had a cosplay on that I had no idea what it was, and a bunch of people were coming up, super blushing and stuff like that, and I'm like, "What's the deal with this?" So they told me that they were dressed up as a character from an adult cartoon, and then it kind of clicked.
Yes.
It kind of clicked, and
An adult cartoon is a nice way of saying hentai, right?
I guess.
Okay,
I don't
that's
fully
where I would
understand
take
what it was. But seeing all these people coming up, and they were like, "Hey, love your cosplay," and they were being all shy about it. I was like,
right?
"Okay,
The
well now I
cosplays-
understand why."
The cosplays are impressive.
I love the cosplay.
I like how it goes from like simplest, most janky, like
Just closet
shitty,
deal.
yeah, to
And
like
then
intricate, professional, top of the line. Like they
I think
do it for their job.
The amount of Genshin Impact cosplays I saw
Yeah,
was absolutely just off the chain, man.
that was the big one that you were
was the
seeing,
big one,
huh?
and it was shocking because between that and Demon Slayer, I think those were the most cosplays I saw.
Okay, Genshin's like the Breath of the Wild anime.
Yeah,
style
like
game?
it's that free to play
Okay.
game that you can play on
Yeah.
like your phone and every other platform. on
I
the face of
missed
the
that
planet.
one. People said it was good.
Yeah,
right?
I never heard anything bad about it.
You
I
know?
maybe played it for all of an hour.
Yeah, you
I-
checked
I-
into it.
I gave it the old college try, but it wasn't like in my niche of games. I've been thinking about trying it again and giving it
Well,
another go.
Dude, we live in a world where there's so many good games, and it's
Right.
almost like it's the best. I always say it's the best problem to have because it's like you just have to pick and choose between all these great choices.
Yeah.
And there's so many bangers, like at all times of the year, it seems. I don't know. I always am thrown off when people are posting like, man, big gaming drought, huge drought. Like, I got nothing to play right now. So
And you know about half of those people, because I'm one of them. We say
What?
that, but have like 300 games in the
That's you!
backlog we could be playing right now.
Oh my god!
Like my Steam list is embarrassing.
Oh my god! That's
But here I am,
yeah.
just like, oh, I'm so bored. I got nothing to play. And then I got my girlfriend and my mom going,
yeah.
shut up and look.
There it is. There it
You
is.
know,
At
they
least
know. They
they
know how
know.
I am.
All right. Well, what has been your go-to game recently? What'd you get into? Or was there anything else from Anime St. Louis?
Not really.
Okay,
Not-
just an overall good time.
Yeah, overall good time, great vibes, love the people, love the energy, you know.
Okay.
But as far as like recent games,
Yeah.
I've been split between two. I've got because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and
Yes.
I'm an adult with adult money and adult decisions to
Yeah.
make. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Went on. I had that sucker pre-ordered, and it had taken over my life. And then most recently, I've been playing. I finally got into Horizon Forbidden West.
Dude. Well,
And
first off,
it's-
let's start with Star Wars. I haven't played any of the Lego Star Wars games, but I always hear like, dude, they're just good, fun games. It's sort of like how Pixar movies are like
Right.
made for kids, but it's like, dude, they're so enjoyable and so good anyways. It's just good. Doesn't matter if it's like, you know, a little bit more silly or childlike,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
It's just like, yo, if it's good, it's good. And then they have some sort of like, and you tell me if this is true in the Star Wars games, do they kind of like wink like, yeah, the kids won't get this kind of joke, this type of humor,
there's
a little bit.
couple of them in there.
Okay.
There's
They
a
can't
couple.
they can't go too crazy
Yeah.
with Star Wars on that front, but like, yeah, I always feel like Pixar does a really good job of that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they got those hidden adult gems
right.
in there.
Yeah.
You know.
But okay, so I didn't play. I know they've had so many Lego games. And I've played maybe a little bit when we were doing some testing in here. I remember like building things.
But you know what the great thing about this one is?
Yes.
Any other Lego game that you played before, this is in a whole league of its own, man. Like They went to the drawing board, set it on fire, and then went, okay, we got a Lego Star Wars game, but we need to crank that sucker up to 11.
Okay.
How are we going to do it?
Okay.
And I'm telling you, and I will die upon this hill. This is the Mad Dog hot take. If it is not, if it does not win, it will be nominated for Game of the Year this year.
I'm dude, win!
Now, it could win. We have so many games coming out this year. I don't want to jinx it, but it will be nominated. I'm calling it now.
Do you have I Love Star Wars tattooed on your chest or something like we can't see? Where
we can't have nips,
dude,
on the stream, or else I would show you.
Okay, I have to say, if we're talking Game of the Year, that is a very hot take. There's this game called Elden Ring that's been kind of making waves a little bit.
All right, look, there's other nominees for Game of the Year. All right,
listen, how about this? If Lego Star Wars wins, let's make a bet.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's make a bet.
I like making it spicy.
I think Elden Ring is going to win. I normally don't call it this early, but for the sake of this bet, I'll say I am choosing Elden Ring. You have Lego Star Wars as your Game of the Year. And if Elden Ring wins, then you have to shave your...
You better...
You have to shave your back.
I can do that.
All right, dude. There we go.
I can do that.
There we go. And then there's no other part of the deal, right?
Easy. I know that.
Dude, have you ever shaved your beard?
I have. I save it for charity things mostly.
Yeah.
I want it to be super worthy.
Or bets in the RetroLab, right? No. We won't go there. That's too. We can't do it on episode one. Episode one.
Look, I'm just saying there are people, if like I put that on the line, I might be sleeping outside.
Oh, so it's not even up to you totally.
I mean, it is, but it isn't at the
You're
same
saying
time.
There's other people that need to be considered.
There is. And my kids probably won't even talk to me because they've never seen me without a beard. Well, no, I take that back. One time they did, and I think my daughter stayed away from me for a whole day.
She was like, "Who is this imposter?"
Exactly. But
yeah, let's do $100. How about that?
Easy.
$100. That keeps it simple. We'll shake on that. $100. Here it is. $100. Okay. No, But if something else wins, then we both have to eat a hot pepper.
Okay, I'll hate myself after.
Covered in Frosted Flakes and gravy.
Done.
And
easy.
Gummy worms.
Brown gravy.
And
brown gravy.
Dude, I hate gravy too.
I love brown gravy.
Okay.
That's just like your typical mashed potatoes.
Why are we doing this to each other then, dude? Hopefully one of us. I don't know. You're supposed to stop me. All right.
Let's
put it in reverse.
You're a peacock. I gotta let you fly.
Let's put it in reverse. $100. Okay, let's keep it simple.
All right.
You've been playing a Lego Star Wars.
Yes.
It's really good.
Super good.
You recommend it.
100%, 10 out of 10.
It's the entire series.
The entire series, episode 1 through 9. You got your prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith. That was not in order. You got your original trilogy, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your sequel trilogy, which
was
awesome. They did a great rendition of it. Your Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker.
You mean the games they did
Last
a good
Jedi
job.
Also was not in order. But yes, the games... I mean, the
games are great.
The movies were great.
And the movies were so bad.
We can agree to disagree.
Okay, let's leave it at that. I don't think we won't make any headway. I probably.
Yeah, no, I'll die on that hill just because I'm a hardcore fan. But
the games are different enough.
Yes.
That they're all interesting in their own way.
Yes.
In terms of gameplay mechanics too.
Beautifully done. Even the combat, like before in the old Lego Star Wars games, like You just mash a button, your guy does his thing. You actually got to put some thought into the lightsaber combat in this. Like, you could do combos.
Okay.
You could do some amazing things. And then
Before it used to just be attack.
Yeah.
And it was
just
very
whoop, whoop, whoop,
simple.
Done. The blaster combat, it almost has a feel of Gears of War. Like, there's a
Dude.
cover system.
Okay.
There's a sweet aim. Like, the aiming system is flawless.
I like the sound of that. Are there different blasters?
Yes. Everybody's got their own little blaster, own little pew pews they got.
Dude, you're climbing.
Oh yeah.
What?
I forgot this was up here. This is like doing some extra stuff in a stream that I did. I'm just getting like extra bricks to unlock special abilities.
Okay.
It does have a skill tree. It has a little bit of an RPG element to it. But
little upgrades
yeah.
and force powers.
Force
maybe,
powers are better.
Or
You can do 'em
lightsaber
quicker.
tactics. You throw your
Yeah.
lightsaber.
Yes, you can throw your lightsaber. You do have a range attack.
Hold on. You
there.
can't do like force choke or.
You could do like force push.
Okay.
I didn't play.
I
with
feel like they would draw the line at like for some reason like maybe they wouldn't let you like.
Yeah, I didn't play with the Sith characters too much. I have the Mandalorian. So
Okay.
That's kind of who I played.
That's your main
All the
go-to.
time. Yeah.
I see.
Well,
Well, it looked like you were kind of climbing there, and I'm sure there's all sorts of puzzles.
yeah, I think this right here. Yeah, this is the beginning of episode 2. So I'm playing as like Pilot Padme and her security chief, and I'm just kind
Oh.
of messing around trying to find secrets.
Wait, it's not linear?
No, you can
Oh.
after you unlock,
Because the other games were very much linear,
yes,
correct?
very linear.
All right, because I'm trying to understand like how they kind of leveled it up, but the more you're talking about, the more it seems like they really
They
really
ramped
focused
it up.
on-
So
yeah.
at the start, you have 3 episodes you could play, and it's the first episode of each trilogy.
yeah.
So A New Hope, Phantom Menace, and Force Awakens. You
Yeah.
can start with whatever one. You unlock things as you go, new planets to explore, space combat. Which,
Okay, I was gonna ask you about that because those have always been. I mean, they have standalone games that
Yeah.
are like really fun space combat games, so they do
Yeah.
work that into this as well.
Yes, and they did
Dude.
it so well. It is so seamless. It's
Cool.
I can't. It's hard to describe. It was just like you jump into the cockpit. They give you a quick tutorial,
Yeah.
and you're off. Man.
Third person and first person, I assume you can like switch. I
I've
always.
only seen third person.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure it's all third person across the board, but it's perfectly okay.
Oh
that
man,
way.
it just brings me back to, playing Rogue Squadron on Nintendo 64.
The new Star Wars Squadrons.
Dude, I haven't played it yet. I bought it on sale. I haven't played it. I'm trying to decide, like, do I want to play it in
What?
VR
If you do,
or
give me playing it in VR. I played it in PSVR.
yeah, pretty damn cool.
It makes you feel things that may not be appropriate for younger audiences.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. It was
Whoa,
an amazing feeling to play that.
Oh, look at you, like flying.
Yeah, we're doing the chase, episode 2. We're chasing down the bounty hunter right there.
Oh, yeah. Is it easy?
Yeah,
It's pretty just chill. You're just
Yeah.
saying, listen, I like
it's
sometimes when a game's
difficult,
just
but
nice.
it's not so easy that it's boring,
Sure.
kind of thing.
Sure.
But everything is just it's super.
It's got the music. It's got the sound effects. It's got everything there.
It gets the heart
the
pumping. man.
atmosphere.
John Williams bringing it back, and it's
Oh,
just like
man.
yeah. I would compare it to Gummy Ship from Kingdom Hearts for anybody that
Okay.
played those sequences.
Sort of like a Star Fox style.
Yeah, they do
then.
have the Star Fox style stuff, but then they also have like the actual space combat. Like you're up there with the Millennium Falcon.
Good. So it's not.
and-
So sometimes there's linear flying levels like that one,
Like
and
that
then there
one.
was like more of like an area that you can fly in. And
Yeah,
the
like
trench run and.
yes. you
Okay,
do-
cool.
I did do the
Dude.
trench run, and it was amazing.
So
It was beautiful.
it's good. Anything that was like not good?
That's hard.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, I know I had a complaint, but I can't remember it off the top of my head right now.
Wow. Well, did Han shoot first?
In this,
Yeah.
Han and Greedo shot at the same time. Like, it's one of those things they changed from the movies that made it hilarious because they're sitting there like blind firing over a table.
Oh wait, so they make a joke
other.
out of it?
Yeah.
Oh,
they make a whole
okay.
bit out of so many things.
All right, I kind of like that then.
But Greedo's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and he's like, over my dead body, and then they both crouch under the table and just blind fire at each other.
All right, that's acceptable. That's acceptable.
There's a bit in episode 1 where Qui-Gon runs into Jar Jar when they first meet, and he falls onto the floor, and then he hits his head on the bottom of the thing to the Imperial March. Just like little jokes like that just
so
brought
they
it all
have
together.
like just fun interactions and dialogue. It's witty. It's a little bit silly. It's just like they're having fun with it.
It was the pinnacle of Lego games. Like, if they base even their Marvel ones in the future, or whatever Lego games they decide to do off of the format of this, to the best of their abilities, it's a solid game every time.
That's it.
Solid game every time.
Cool. Well, you heard it here. It sounds like it's good. If I were to start, this would be start off here, maybe play this before KOTOR comes out.
Probably.
Yeah?
Probably. I don't know, man, because KOTOR's got a special place in my heart, too, because I'd almost say, like...
I would say I'd play this leading up to KOTOR.
Yeah, this
That's
would be
what
a
I'm
good
saying.
leading up to.
Okay.
It would be a good leading up to. And it's a nice game to stream, too. It's got plenty of nice pausing parts and stuff like that.
Sure. It's got a good flow to it.
Very, very good flow.
Well, nice. What else has been going? You said Horizon Forbidden West.
I finally
Okay.
started Horizon Forbidden West. I'm not too far into it.
Are you on PlayStation 4 or 5?
5.
Okay.
Playing it on 5.
Excellent. Nice. You got one?
Yes. I got lucky getting that. Like, the level of luck I had getting that PS5 was ridiculous.
You're like, this guy was walking out of the store.
Well,
I blindsided him. Got it. No way. Scott free. The cops. I got 4-level star Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, the tanks were after me. It was nuts.
But I got that shit.
Yeah. But no, it was a buddy in the St. Louis community meetup. He had ordered one, got impatient, saw one in the store, bought it, and then when the one he ordered finally came in, he put it up for sale. And cut me a deal.
Okay.
So I bought it off him.
Right place, right time. Nice, man.
Yep. But
so that's good. Because I feel like, I don't know, I would feel a little bit, I don't know, I would hate to be playing these new games with their next-gen enhancements and not be able to, like, take advantage of the next-gen enhancements, you know?
I feel like I would have been disrespecting Guerrilla if I played Horizon Forbidden West.
Which I think I remember hearing that they did do a good job.
They did.
With the other versions, to be, you know, just... Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm still with you. I would always 100% rather play the optimized, fully enhanced version.
Right.
Because we're still in that in-between period where they're making games for both.
Yes.
I'm looking forward for more like exclusive next-gen stuff, but we'll get there eventually. We're getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people are still trying to get these. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
I would have never thought. Yeah.
These chip shortages, man. Like it's nuts. It's nuts.
But Horizon, you're playing it. You are.
I'm
just
still
at the beginning.
Very, very beginning. I think I just got to the Forbidden West part. Drop.
It opens up.
Yeah. But it's like riding a bike so far for me. Like, of course, it has its new things here and there.
Yeah.
But like jumping right into it, I'm immediately exploring everything, getting tons of resources to keep crafting and stuff. But
man, you're playing the version where they patched the crafting or the looting. Did you even know or hear about this?
No,
dude. So you used to have to like bend over. You used to have to like individually click for every single thing.
Oh no, I have a take all option.
Well, there's take all, and then I think you can just like tap it, and she just grabs it without like the animation to like pick it up.
Oh, I wish
it was this like
the
kind of tedious, sort of like slow. It just slowed everything down a lot. So even waiting, just what has it been? A couple months I think it's been a couple months.
Couple months.
Yeah, they've like that's a whole other topic that we could get into. Like games like continuing to get improvements and feeling like the balance changes that happen after a game launches. It's like, I mean, we'll talk about Halo Infinite later. There's some gaming news on that, but that game I feel like probably could have been in development still.
Yeah, easily.
You know, like it sounds like there's a whole mess of things going on behind the scenes with that game, from what I heard and read. But yeah, that game is in a really kind of weird spot, I think, because development's so crazy right now. Obviously, it was crazy for so many developers with COVID and working from home and stuff. But it's like, the games. If you want to play the finished version of a game, just wait 3 years. Is like, it's almost like every single game, in a way, is still sort of, I don't want to say early access, but like,
in a lot of ways, Sea of Thieves was like that.
Yes, there's so many games that they continue to tweak and balance over time.
Yeah.
And it's like some games you can endlessly tweak almost. Some of these like multiplayer games with their balances.
Yep.
It's almost like, okay, we balanced this. Now this is deemed OP. So we balance this to counteract that. Now this is the meta and this is OP and this is cheap and people are using this too much. So we balance this. So it depends on the game, obviously. It depends on the game type.
There's just no winning.
Yeah. So yeah, Horizon Forbidden West, you're liking it.
Loving it so far. Loving the story, loving Aloy, of course. Just an amazing character. All the characters so far are amazing.
Yeah.
But that's definitely whatever score it got for me right now, it didn't do it justice unless it was like maybe a 9.5.
It's wild because I enjoyed that game so much, but it's like Elden Ring. I haven't thought about Horizon since I'm enjoying Elden Ring so much. Like,
dude, you've been killing it on Elden Ring.
Horizon. But I think I just slightly prefer Elden Ring as just a personal preference. But that just goes to show like how strong Elden Ring is, because Horizon Forbidden West is like one of the best games I've played in years.
Yeah.
I mean, they just nailed it in terms of that world and exploring that world and the different types of enemies and having such a unique combat system. I didn't love, like, the weapon wheel. I felt like again, just me, like, had a tough time, like, getting to the right weapon. I felt like I was constantly running out of ammo.
Yeah.
But it is one of those games where, like, as you continue to play it, you still get more stuff. You power up a little bit more. And that felt good. I felt like, and you should feel like kind of weak. They're giant dinosaurs that you're fighting.
Yeah.
So, you shouldn't be able to go in there and just slay everything is the way I kind of think about it. Yeah. But, there's just so many intricate mechanics in that game that are so unique with the different dinosaurs and their weaknesses and knocking off parts to use their own, weapons against them, power weapons.
Yeah, like the first boss fight I got to use one of their weapons against them. It was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
That giant snake thing. Oh, man, I love that fight.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, the views are just absolutely incredible. It's like,
I remember watching, because I think it was one of your streams that actually like jumped that game to the top of the list. You were on top of this tower and you were in the photo mode, just trying to get that perfect shot.
Yeah, that's right.
Just getting that perfect shot.
Dude, I love a good photo mode.
I couldn't say no after that.
Yeah. Oh, wait, are you saying that was like part of your influence?
Because there's a few games that I was like, oh, man, I want to play these and like, but
influenced. Dude, I love that so many developers are like on board now with Twitch and streaming. And I'm curious, like, will that branch out further to...
I hope so.
I don't know, like, it already kind of is with TVs and movies, like, music, that's a whole other thing. That's a big topic of
Yeah.
discussion and very complicated. But it's like it kind of blows my mind that Twitch even exists, and people are allowed to do what they do. Like, we can just stream games to people, and the idea, you would think like, oh, then I just won't buy it because I can just watch somebody else play it. But it's like, no, if anything, it's proven to show that like more. I mean, I don't know. Is it proven? I think it is. I mean, anecdotally, I hear so many people in the chat. It's one of my favorite things that I can hear when somebody's like, dude, I saw you playing this game. It looks so fun. I'm playing it. Now I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and I like perfect example, me seeing you with Horizon.
Yeah.
I was torn between 3 games. It was Horizon Forbidden West, Dying Light 2, and the new WWE. And I was like, oh, I really love Dying Light. I feel like I'd really get a lot out of that. But WWE would have some great content and all this. And then I was watching your stream, and I was like, all right, I can't. Look how gorgeous this is. Look at all that. I can't pass this up. So it threw Horizon to the top of the list.
Yeah, cool, dude. I love that. And you're having fun with it too. It'd be one thing if you were like, I got it, and it sucks, and I hate you, Futureman, wasting my... Okay, it's actually good. Because there have been a couple times where like I've played a game, and I think people have been like, how is it? And I've been like, hey, I mean, I'm liking this. 2 examples. No Man's Sky.
Yep.
Like, I feel like for the first 8 hours, I was like, this is so cool. Like, dude, look at this. I'm over here. I'm in space. I'm having fun. And then it just like the fun plummeted fast in that. So I think about that sometimes. That and Anthem. Again, there's like this 6 to 8 hour window where like these games had like some good things going for them. But then they like nosedive horrifically. So
Anthem.
Keep that in mind if you're watching me, or if you're watching any other streamers. Like, be sure to give them time. That's why it's important for video game reviewers to
definitely
like play the whole game.
Yeah, you got to get like, you need a solid good, not even a few hours. You need several hours.
Yeah, you really do.
A game. And it's like when new people come in and see me playing Sea of Thieves, and I tell them, I'm like, yo, this game I think it's amazing. It's badass. But if it's on Game Pass, which it is, get it on Game Pass first. Try it out. And then you're not wasting any money.
There you go.
You know? But that's just me. But
Pizza Dude, I might have accidentally hit something.
Oh, we're hitting
my arm hit something. There we go.
But
give it up for Pizza Dude. Also, everybody in the chat, we're doing it. RetroLab podcast. So glad to have you here. We're gaming. We're gonna be gaming. We're talking games. We're getting into it. We're settling into it. We're gonna be doing a segment called Lost in Time. That's gonna be coming later. I should have given the rundown at the beginning, but we just started talking. Yeah, I was just like so excited
just
to be.
It flow, man.
But we got a random. Well, we'll get more details about the gaming segment when we get to that. We're just hanging, talking about games. We got some gaming news coming up after we just are catching up, man. We're catching up.
Hey, blurbs, real quick. Don't worry. His first sailing will be with me. I will make it happen.
I've got plenty of good guides, plenty of good captains to get me into Sea of Thieves.
Hey,
I have
man, there ain't no ship like the SS Doggy Style. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Oh my gosh.
We know how to do it out on the seas. Okay. But you, my man.
Yeah.
Over here talking about all my stuff. You've been killing it on Elden Ring.
Thank you. Hold on. Let me zoom this in. Let me give it an enhancement. There we go.
Enhance.
Boom.
Well, DAWGGY.
Elden Ring.
Spell it. But yeah, Elden Ring, man. You've been killing it with.
Have you guys heard of this game called Elden Ring? Not a lot of people have heard of it.
No, it's kind of an underground thing, you know? It's kind of underground.
Dude, I can't remember the last time I have been this engrossed in playing a game. Like, the gameplay loop, I can't get enough of. It's like I look forward to every single stream so much, and I'm like thinking about the weapon types and the different types of combos and getting new spells and just meticulously breaking down each area and scouring this massive, beautifully designed open world, and finding new hidden areas, talking to people who I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, right.
But chat usually can kind of help me to put it together. And like the game does such a good job of being like, okay, here's a problem, and then it's like I've got all these options to try and quickly solve that problem. It's just like you're constantly navigating these different problems, and then you have all these different solutions for those problems, and that's in your decision making, but also like everything that goes into the menu system, and before that, like what build you have and what that allows you to use. Again, I'm trying like magic for the first time, and magic is like really good in this game. There's so many cool different summons, and I haven't even gotten into PvP, and people love the PvP aspect of it too. I'm just talking about the PvE aspect of the game, which is huge. I probably have people were saying I kind of had everybody guess, because I have no idea. I keep uncovering more of the map, and it just shows that I have more map to uncover as I like uncover the map. But it's like, yeah, there's so much to do in this game, and I'm gonna clock probably like easily 200 plus, maybe 300 hours in this game, and there's no sign of me being like, all right, like we kind of are getting sick of this gaming loop. Because that's the thing. It's like in every single game, there's going to be the overall loop. Do you like the loop? Because there's like, okay, there's your caves that you go down into, and some of them kind of have a little bit of a similar vibe, but they do enough changing, they make enough changes between each of these different little catacombs that it still feels fresh and different. And then you get the reward of like getting something cool, potentially either a cool weapon or a cool item or a cool spell, etc., or a cool summon. So dude, it's great. Jumping feels so good. I'm playing as Emo Blanca, which is just like, that just became a thing, and I love that is just a thing that happened. I don't know. I was gonna make Nick Cage from Con Air.
Nice.
That was like the original archetype, and then it just morphed into Blanca.
It was hard when I first started watching, because I caught you like after you kind of gotten into the game. I couldn't tell if that was Fiona from Shrek or not.
Dude,
like I loved it.
Oh my god! Good thing Emo Blanca can't like read any of the comments,
right?
Because everybody's calling him like the bad guy from The Mask, the Hulk, no. She-Hulk. Who else? Oh man, maybe chat knows. Fiona, yeah, Shrek, because then you get on top of your spectral steed, and everybody's like, there's Shrek and Donkey.
Yeah.
And I try to, as much as possible, run around like with no clothes on. Just because like you can see more of the character, and for most of the playthrough I refuse to wear like any helmets because it like shows off the red hair and the flow, and but we did get this new in the past couple days, this new helmet that like looks like kind of Blanca's like longer mane.
Oh yeah.
Now I had to put on some. We've got the gameplay footage here for anybody who's listening to the audio, but I'm wearing some armor. I think this was from yesterday, right? Pizza Dude, yesterday? Okay, yeah, I think so. This is from yesterday for sure. But I was in like a rot area. Even the areas that just like really are depressing to be in.
Yeah.
Just like, oh man, a fucking poison area, a rot area. There's still like the satisfaction of like, let's just take care of it and get through it. And so yeah, it feels rewarding to succeed. I haven't felt like I've gotten into any specific situation where I've gotten frustrated yet. Just because, again, between the summons and the spells, I can usually find some sort of strategy that works.
And that's really good to hear, because games like this, for me, would if everything I have wasn't so expensive, would cause me to break something.
Dude.
I am not good at handling Soulborn games. So
you know that, though, and so you just don't even go in there.
Yeah, so I don't. That's why I haven't
I think
even
you could
touched
do it,
Elden
though.
Ring.
I think you could do it.
Everybody keeps... you're talking about these summons and all this other stuff. I've been watching things on like TikTok and other streamers, and I'm like, maybe
Dude,
my stupid fingers could handle this
I
game.
think this, and chat, you feel free to weigh in here. I feel like this might be where I would have people potentially start for their first.
Like just completely bypass Dark Souls. And
maybe. Just because, again, between the magic and the summons and then being able to bring in, I think you can bring up to 2 friends, like, to help you co-op just the entire game.
Okay.
Like, that's enough to where you could succeed and not get frustrated. I think there's enough tools there, I believe. Again, it just depends on if you're having fun with it, though. If the difficulty is the one thing that's keeping you from playing, then, okay, don't play. That's one option. But, like, you might be missing out. You might just...
I'm starting to think that I am.
Yeah, it could... It's just... Are you intrigued by it at all?
I am very intrigued by it. And especially, like... watching everybody stuff, like I see people on TikTok, they have like Master Roshi turtle shells, and then I saw
Dude, I was using that for a while. Yeah.
I saw you with the finger sword that you could flick people with, like
enemy flicked. Dude, I was flicking. Yeah,
and I'm seeing these environments, and I'm listening to the music and just all this stuff that I absolutely love about games, and I'm just like, I couldn't get out of the tutorial area in Dark Souls. How am I going to handle this?
Yeah, I think you could do it. I think that if you have enough understanding of the menus and leveling up the correct stats, and I feel like if you went into this game and didn't know anything about Dark Souls and knew nothing about the series, I could understand how it would be very overwhelming and very brutal for somebody. Because it's a lot. I feel like I'm having so much fun, and in parts, like, I'm doing well. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. Pretty okay for, I would give myself a pretty okay gaming score, is because I know about leveling weapons and scaling up the weapons, and I'm also talking to everybody in the chat and asking questions. Now, they're doing a great job of, like, waiting and holding off, or just specifically giving, like, little mechanical tips or things. Dude, exactly. But yeah, breaking down, like, it makes such a big difference. Like, I mean, there have been numerous times, I was saying yesterday, there have been probably like 10, maybe 20, maybe more times where, like, I've had less than 50 HP. Dude, specifically, there was this time that I was fighting, let's just say, a legendary boss. And I had drank a special elixir that was keeping it's called a physic. And you can, like, combine 2 special effects that it gives, and I've been using one the entire time that's like a slow HP regen. And I went back and watched this fight because I think I was looking to clip something, and it's this amazing, huge, just incredible looking boss, but I had a pretty good amount of HP, but he was hitting me for a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He, like, picked me up, and then, like, chomped me once, and it was like a slow attack. And during that time, my health was going up just enough that when he eventually slammed me down, my health had recovered in that small amount of time to where it was like, if I hadn't drank the physic and if I didn't have the exact armor that I had on, like, I would have been dead for sure. So, like, every little thing counts in terms of leveling up your weapon, using the right weapon, even enemies having certain weaknesses to, like, your blade type. There's, like, there's like sharp. I can't remember the exact terms, but there's like pierce style, and there's like enemies that are more susceptible to pierce style.
So it's almost like Pokemon
Dude,
with the type
exactly.
damage thing. Like type weaknesses.
Yes.
To
Exactly.
like oversimplify everything.
No, I
feel
said
like.
the same thing on stream. That's exactly what it's like. It's like a super complicated version of Pokemon rock paper scissors in the most basic sense.
Okay,
Like this kind of beats this. This works well versus this. Strengths, weaknesses, and so like, yeah, I think that has helped me so much. I could see how it would be so overwhelming. We were talking on Friday when the three of us were hanging out and off stream. I said that Elden Ring is sort of like skateboarding, and I'm trying to think if that's still like, I'm trying to look for flaws in that comparison, but it kind of is, because it's like, or maybe like Dark Souls is like snowboarding, and then this is like skateboarding, or there's like small changes between the games. But if you like have never skateboarded before, it's like hard, and you're gonna fall. Yeah. And you're going to get hurt, and it's going to be difficult. Do you want to go through that process? It's up to you. I think that a lot of people love skateboarding, and a lot of people love Elden Rings just the way that it is. They figure it out. They get better. They use the tools that are there to help them to, like, improve and succeed. And, yeah, I just think it's a great game. I just really, really love Elden Ring. And I think that also, because you have a PlayStation 5, you might really dig playing Demon Souls, the remake, next, because that is visually stunning. And I think, and again, I don't know if it's because I played the other Dark Souls and like progressively was like learning the mechanics and the systems, but Demon Souls felt easier than like Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne for me. So
yeah, because those two specifically, oh man, it took me forever to beat, and I just
were having a tough time.
Angry, and I have to take breaks.
Yeah, there's a point where it's like, listen, I'm trying to play. I'm trying to have fun playing these games.
Right.
So yeah, I think there's enough in place, but there's also like so many games where it's like you don't even have to risk. Am I not going to like that? How about I just pick a game that I'm pretty sure I'm going to like? So I would totally get it if you were just like, nah. Because it's also like, oh, let me commit to so much time to play that game. Like if somebody just recommends a show to me, it's like, dude, there's 100 good shows right now. You're asking me to commit, tens of 20 to 100 hours or whatever, how many seasons it is. I don't know. I find that like I'm very particular about what games or shows I will, recommend, because I feel like people just are so willy-nilly just tossing around these recommendations, dude. I'm overwhelmed with how many like cool movies and shows and games there are.
Yeah.
I mean, we already like nerd no life it with all these like things that we like anyways as it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
and then you're throwing in the Disney Plus Marvel schedule,
dude.
And all this
my
other
God.
crazy stuff, man. Oh my Lord.
Best problem to have ever. I'll just go back to that. Best problem to have ever.
Yep.
Well, I think we've got some gaming topics, some gaming news, stuff that either happened, I think, in the past week or so. Let's see. Pizza Dude, what do you got for us for the first topic? Again, thanks everybody for tuning in and enjoying the podcast right here live with me, Futureman, and MadDawgMike.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so for gaming news, first up is Overwatch 2 beta.
Overwatch 2 beta, it's live. It's live today.
Especially in the local community. Mm-hmm. I have a partner. Her name is Emiliath.
I know her. I've played Overwatch with her. She's very cool.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was a charity thing.
She's cool.
Absolutely amazing Overwatch player. She got into the alpha and is now able to talk about it.
They had an NDA thing going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen like all the videos, and now people are posting stuff, and there's like, people streaming it right now, so it's out there. But they did have a kind of, I think, a closed door alpha, She was involved in that?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And just the videos I've been watching, her YouTube videos and stuff, the game looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I did very much enjoy the first Overwatch.
Same.
Bastion main.
I was off tank guy, so they kind of like got rid of my role, but
yeah,
that's okay. I'm okay with that. I understand that what they're doing is weird. They're trying to like take this game and like make a new game, and it's like, how much do you change? How do you make a new game out of Overwatch? Do you like completely overhaul everything? I don't know. So they're like overhauling a lot, cutting it down to 5, 1 tank, making big changes to a lot of the heroes.
Yep.
Moving Doomfist into the tank role.
And then
very interesting.
Probably my most favorite change I've seen is Bastion can now move while in turret form. Super excited. I know they probably like nerfed his damage considerably.
I remember
gave him the mobility.
Bastion play of the game meme. That was in the early days of Overwatch when like Bastion was just out of control.
Yeah,
Bastion got the play of the game.
Shield.
Bastion got the play of the game. Bastion got the play of the game. Oh my god, man.
I remember probably one of the most disappointing times is when they took the shield away from Bastion, like early
you were like,
Overwatch
no.
days. But watching this beta, watching the footage, it looks awesome, and I know people are super excited about getting into the beta. I'm sure it is going to be absolutely swamped. The queues are going to be nuts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do we know? Okay, so the beta's live today. I know there's Twitch drops available tomorrow. I think they're sending out invites via email. And then you can also just check on battle.net, I believe, to see if you got in. It is PC only. And then I read that there's going to be more betas in the future. So if you aren't opted in, you should at least opt in. You do need to own Overwatch, though.
Yes, you got to have the first Overwatch.
I am a little surprised that, as far as I can tell, they've only added one new hero.
Sojourn. I know there's more.
Are there?
Yeah, I think they announced either 2 or 3.
Okay,
new characters, but Sojourn is the one people are going nuts over.
I did watch a little Sojourn gameplay, and looks cool.
Sojourn looks like an amazing
Looks
hero.
cool. The Gauss style, like alternate click, and how it powers up from the main shots. I thought that they were going to add like 10 characters, though.
I don't know, because...
I mean, I eventually
feel like
over time, but...
damaging, because they have... At this point, I would tell Blizzard, maybe it's time, and it's super controversial, and I bet a lot of people would be upset with me saying this, but I think it's time to, like, maybe remove some characters.
Maybe remove Torbjorn's clothes is where I thought you were going.
No.
You weren't? Okay.
I
just
like
me?
Him fully
okay,
clothed.
all right, continue on. All right, I digress. Okay.
But I think it would be time to, because I think there are some characters that aren't as popular.
Yeah.
And maybe aren't as useful.
Oh, no, that people would be so mad. You're saying get rid of
some characters and make room for some new blood, you know? Yeah, like trim the fat off of the roster.
I guess it could make sense. But they would have to add a lot of characters. I'd be okay with that if they add
because
think about Street Fighter over time.
Or Mortal
new
Kombat
characters
even.
in. Some characters drop out of certain games. You look at like a Marvel vs. Capcom. You can have like a massive roster. I mean, obviously it's different balancing of a fighting game. I mean, there's crossover there. Though. There is crossover there. I think it's worth comparing the two.
Maybe in Overwatch 2, it's time for me. If Emiliath heard me, she would come jumping through the screen. Maybe it's time for Ana to finally retire.
Whoa!
And maybe let Farah finally take over.
Whoa!
Or
okay,
we're gonna keep Mercy because
I don't.
Mercy.
I mean, I'm with you in the sense that, like, I support the idea of just, like, listen, they're trying to make a sequel. They got to make big changes. I think that I would have liked to have seen, like, out the gate, more characters. I'm also curious how many new maps there are. And And then it'll be very interesting to see how the game feels. I haven't played it yet. We'll have to see if we can get in.
I mean, from what I've watched, it almost looks like it's got the same kind of like gameplay wise. I mean, of course, there's new abilities like with Bastion, and then you have all the Sojourns and the changes with Doomfist.
Yeah.
There's going to be new abilities and stuff like that. But as far as the core gameplay, like it almost feels like you'll be able to go from Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 and not have too much difficulty changing between the two.
No problem. I think they definitely kept that. The core audience will be able to pick it right back up.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm curious to see what kind of stuff, what the PvE looks like. I feel like, again, so much of the focus is on the PvP because the first game is PvP, but I was very intrigued by the demonstration of the PvE stuff, and I think that looks kind of cool and interesting. So I think there was a lot of time and energy spent on that, so that needs to be kept in mind. But it's like, I'm curious to see how many characters there will be, what those characters look like and feel like playing, and then what kind of different maps we have. There's the new game mode where you like push.
Yeah, the push.
Equal push. Mode. I think that looks like that could be
idea.
interesting.
I was really, really happy about that.
It looks very much like Overwatch though, like very much like Overwatch. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, Overwatch 2 beta. What else we got? Pizza Dude.
Next on our docket is God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, my blood pumps for that game, man. God of War is my jam. And then hearing, I'm pretty sure it was from the artistic director or one of the higher-up directors said on Twitter that confirmed, not a date, but this year, 2022, we're gonna come back with Kratos and Atreus and finally figure out what happens.
Woo! Yeah, I'm excited as well. That was one of the best games. What was it, 2008?
I think it's 4 years old
2018?
now.
Yeah, so that game, obviously I was blown away by what they were able to do with, that hardware. I mean, there are some majorly impressive games coming out as exclusive games on PlayStation 4. And was it Santa Monica
Studios? Yep.
Oh, dude, they crush it. They just said this year.
Yep.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough for me.
That's all I need. Because that, as much as I am perfectly okay with like a 2023 release, because I want them to take as much time as they want to polish this game off to the diamond that I know it will be. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, if they were like, it's coming out in 2024, I'd be like, that's fine, because there's just so many good games coming out all the time. And I think that, I want this to be the best game that they can make. So And I feel so bad because I know people, when they delayed it the first time, unfortunately, because now, correct me if I'm wrong, Christopher Judge, the voice of Kratos?
That sounds right.
He had gotten sick really bad, and that's why they had to delay it. Because he had gotten very, very, very ill.
Really?
And that's why they had originally delayed it to 2023. Yeah. And a lot of people were being very ugly about that.
What?
But, I mean, it's
people
Kratos.
On the internet
right?
Complaining?
Right?
What?
But the dude's Kratos. You need him
on
to
the internet complaining.
Yes, it's a very evil place on the internet.
Okay. It's so surprising. I think that, gosh, they're just people complain about anything.
But all right, real quick, has God of War been out long enough to still be in spoiler zone? Like, we can't talk about God of War.
Well, let's just give a warning. Listen, if you still haven't played God of War, it's kind of your fault at this point. Like, no, you haven't really been wanting to play it that bad, is what I'll lead that with. But also, be forewarned, there could be a spoiler from God of War, so mute it for this moment.
Okay, so we go through the trials and tribulations of Kratos and Atreus.
Yes.
We
boy.
finally beat the main baddie. You know, we beat the main baddie. We're continuing on with our stuff. We accomplished the mission. Credits roll.
Yeah.
Game comes back. Thor at the end. I want to know. I'm tired of waiting. Ugh.
Ragnarok,
my guy. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And plus the art that they've come out. Atreus has grown up. I'm curious.
Is he still
gonna
call him boy?
Why not? I mean, I think that's
I think
the
he probably
you
will.
Can't change it to be like man, because then Kratos,
Yeah.
Kratos becomes a
young
beach
man,
bum at that point.
Young man,
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 fire your arrows, man. Man, give me health rock.
yeah, they'll probably still call him boy.
Man, cover me. This doesn't fit. It's boy.
Man.
It's got to be boy.
He's like, old man. What if he calls him old man? I don't know. What if his voice, dad?
Post puberty human male. Yes. Thank you, chat. Perfect. That's it.
There we go.
But
it's gonna be dope.
We're ready.
We're excited.
I'm ready for it.
Also, it's good because they're gonna be enhancing it. We got that PlayStation 5 enhancement.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't played it yet, maybe play it on the PC because the PC version was supposed to be really good.
Yes, the PC version of God of War.
They kind of enhanced it a little bit, right?
It was enhanced a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it looks gorgeous, especially like you look even just stream wise. You look at somebody streaming a PlayStation version versus the PC version. There is definitely a difference in quality.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Especially with the graphics cards like the 380s and stuff that we have.
Yeah.
Dude,
I just got the 3080 a couple months ago. And like the first game that I really was putting some serious time in with it was Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
Which is like a pixel art like
Dude,
I think it uses like Castlevania. So like it was able to handle that, and I was like, all right, I think we'll be okay. But yeah, it's been running great. It's been running fantastic. I upgraded to 1440p. Like I've made some big changes to the gaming setup, and dude, new monitor, looking so crisp, looking so clean, and again, so lucky to have gotten one of those GPUs. I just had to wait in the queue for over a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I think, aren't they building plants? Does anybody know? Aren't they like building plants stateside, or is there a solution? I guess this is me just putting it out there. Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Is this new to the last couple years where, obviously there's a lot of people who want to be playing and gaming, and obviously there's the mining. People are mining, scalping, minting NFTs,
Yeah.
People are, there's all sorts of factors at play here. But, I don't know. I just think that I feel bad for everybody who isn't able to get their hands on it. And I, refused to pay any sort of scalper price. I did have to get the bundle on the PlayStation 5. But it came with everything that I would have already gotten. I mean, I probably wouldn't have gotten Sackboy, but ended up playing it. Awesome game.
Hey,
really fun. Really good game. I was a first timer to the Sackboy series, and then it came with a copy of Last of Us Part 2 for PlayStation. So I didn't need that. So there were a couple things that I wouldn't have necessarily gotten, but the fact that I just got it at the actual retail price was like a win, know?
Yeah.
And so, I think at this point there might be new cards coming out.
Yeah.
And they're building a chip factory in Columbus, Ohio, says Abstract Endurance there. So, at this point it might be worth just waiting, potentially. And so, we'll see. All right, what do you got for us, Pizza Dude?
All right, next up is Halo Infinite and a new mode coming.
Oh, Last Spartan Standing.
Yeah, last
announced
Spartan standing.
Last Spartan standing.
I didn't really read about this or hear about this. What's going on?
Okay, so I started playing Halo Infinite when it first came out.
Yeah, same.
And I'm in love with it. I'm in love with the multiplayer.
I had a great
and
time.
I said, when I started playing it, no battle royale. None. It doesn't need it. Keep the game how it is.
Yeah.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are content creators such as Dr. Disrespect.
I think me.
And, Tim.
Well, I don't know where you're going.
I
don't know where you're going.
That are saying that Halo's going to fail in a year if it doesn't get Battle Royale and all this other stuff.
Oh, well, I don't know if I would go that far.
So 343, I guess, decided to grace us with a Battle Royale-esque mode they announced, which isn't 100 Spartans dropping into a map and going at it.
Sure.
12 Spartans, large map, last one standing wins. So essentially it's a battle royale, just a very, very, very small scale.
It's a mini battle royale.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued is what I'll say. I think that I also I don't really know how Halo's doing. I know it had a really strong start. I know that they didn't have Forge. They still don't have Forge, right?
I think that's coming.
Dude.
They said that's coming.
Okay. I feel like that game was in development hell. It just has, it feels like, I think we were talking about it when I was streaming. There was a guy that came in. They brought a guy in. And I think this guy, I can't recall his name. But I think he played a big part in getting the game on track. They kept delaying it. There's the backlash after that initial trailer came out, and then they delayed it. I think, I saw some people saying that they were thinking that maybe they didn't announce the delay until as late as possible so that people would still be hyped up and pre-ordering their Xboxes. So there's that whole thing. Not that Microsoft hasn't been absolutely killing it with the Game Pass and in other ways. But I don't know, maybe there's some tactics to how they handled that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And the game came out, but it still just wasn't finished. And I think the devs have probably been crunched out of their freaking mind.
I mean, yeah, with COVID,
right,
and all that other
and
stuff.
COVID and stuff. So it's it just I think is unfortunate that the game wasn't complete. And
I will agree. It definitely felt like it wasn't complete when it came out.
Yeah.
But I tried to make the best of it. I played it with
still
friends
enjoyed
and
it.
stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
I the game modes that we played in multiplayer, Oddball, I think it is.
Yeah, classic.
One of my favorites to play.
So
I
good.
had so much fun playing that with my friends.
It's crazy fun.
It definitely needs a hell of a lot more maps to play.
More maps. I remember there being some connectivity issues and running custom games was a big pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
People kept getting kicked out or just flipped onto different teams. Getting people into the lobby was a big pain in the ass. So there are all these things working against it where it's we're trying to have fun playing your game, but it's things just aren't working. So if it's too much of a hassle to try and get everybody organized and in there, then I'm just not going to play it or stream it anymore. With that said, they're continuing to work on it. 343 did a great job with the Master Chief Collection. Really kind of saving that, and that ended up and is in a fantastic place right now. And so I'm hoping that maybe this is one of those games that they continue to work on. I mean, we didn't even talk about the cosmetics in the season pass. I didn't even go into it, but I think a lot of people had a negative experience with the armor and the cosmetics and stuff. And, then you've got hackers, a free-to-play game. So there's just all these different things that just kind of add up to making it just kind of, I don't know, not something that until they, really release Forge and maybe make sure that people aren't getting kicked out of games. I didn't even try ranked. I just did all custom games. I don't know. There's more work that needs to be done on this game. I think that their plan is to continue to work on it over time. and I hope they do, and I hope it succeeds, and I hope it does well because I love Halo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
Only a matter of time.
Now, have you been watching the Halo TV show?
I watch it first thing in the morning just so I don't have to deal with spoilers.
So yeah, you're watching it right away.
Oh yeah, I'm in
Anybody
the thick
Halo
of it.
TV? I don't know. I'm curious what you think. I've been hearing a lot of mixed, but I want to hear. Now hold on, real quick. You played all the Halos?
Yes.
Okay, so
Played
you
all the Halos.
quick Halo recap on your journey, your Halo journey, and in how that part it played. You were Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, all of them?
Yes.
Every
Played
single
them
one?
all.
Okay, all
Played them
right.
all. And I read the books.
Dude.
I'm big into the Halo
Okay,
lore. But,
he's into it, this guy. All right,
Oh yeah.
we found the guy.
So I tried to go into the show with a clear mind because, of course, any
Fair enough.
movie, TV show adaptation of a game is not going to be the game.
Yes.
This show starts, and this took the it's not the game and went way to the other side of the
Okay.
spectrum because
Okay.
the show matches in no way, shape, or form to the game outside of a couple of things with the lore. As far as like where do the Spartans come from, like
Yeah.
the planet Reach and all that stuff, and Dr. Halsey and
Sure.
all this other stuff. My number one complaint
Yes.
with it is
Hold on. Three episodes in?
3 or 4.
3 or 4?
I think,
Okay.
I think we're on the 4th one.
Are they
I'd have
hour
to
long?
Double check. Yes, hour long.
Hour
episodes.
long. Okay.
My biggest complaint is you see the Covenant, of course, because Halo's nothing without the Covenant.
Yeah.
It took forever. Maybe it is 5. You might be right there. Maybe 5.
5. Biggest complaint: Cortana's boobs. Not enough screen time. Not big enough.
It's just no Cortana. I actually really enjoyed Cortana.
I'm just saying that's probably out there. There's probably that.
Yeah,
complaint going around.
that's the Rule 34 group,
Right.
there.
Yeah.
It took forever to see anything of the Covenant outside of the elites. Like, it wasn't until this most recent episode that we finally got to see jackals and grunts. They all look gorgeous.
The CGI's looking
They
good.
all look gorgeous. I love the way that the elites look. I love the way that the grunts look. I love the way that the jackals look.
Yeah.
I love the way that the brutes look.
Yeah. So that part they're nailing it. The look.
Yes. The look has been amazing.
What is it about? It's about Master Chief.
Yes.
Okay.
Master Chief and the Covenant. And
Is
the
it
Covenant
like
War.
tied to any of the? It's just like, okay. So the way that I'm understanding it is, you'll see all the things from Halo. You'll see the energy sword. You'll see the assault rifles. You'll see the warthogs.
Yes.
You'll have our characters, but it's just like they created this new story.
This whole
for
new
Master
story.
Chief to.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I want you to talk about, because this is what I kept seeing, is that like, or I saw this one clip and it was like he put the helmet on, and then I think he like 30 seconds later was just like hopped out of the warthog and then like took it off
This
right
man
away.
always has his helmet off.
Which I thought was so
You get
funny.
to see,
Which
you
I thought
get
that was
to
so
see
funny.
Master Chief ass. So for like all the people out there, they're like, "Ooh, Master Chief, he looks hot in that armor." You
Yeah.
get to see him stark ass, buck naked with a cheese sandwich.
They show booty.
Yes, full on Master Chief ass.
Hold on. Do they show only? Is that the only booty or titty or anything in the entire show?
I think you get to see a little bit more booty, but that's about it.
Wait, dude, this is blowing my mind. All right. Wait,
'Cause,
so
like-
are they like is there blood? Are they like cursing? Is Master Chief like, die, motherfucker?
No, Master Chief, not so much.
Okay.
There is a little there is a lot of like that first episode.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they blew like 80% of their pyro budget on the first episode.
Yeah.
And it was such an amazing
Okay.
way to get me sucked into it.
Yeah.
Cause like they're like, "Oh yeah, we're this nice little nice little planet. And
Yeah.
This is the stuff that's going on. Oh, hey, look, aliens. Vaporized head.
Ooh.
Like
Okay.
the Covenant shoots, no head. There is a smoldering spot where
it
the
gets
head
pretty,
was.
It gets pretty gruesome.
It does get very, very gruesome. But
All right. So the CGI is cool.
yes.
Overall,
I would
you're kind of into it.
I would give it a solid, and probably because
Yeah.
of a lot of the
And this is coming from somebody who
fillers.
read the books, everything. Okay.
there is a lot of filler, so I could give it a good like 7.5 out of 10.
Sure. That's pretty damn good, I'd say. Actually, I'd say, I almost wish that they would, I don't know, keep his helmet on more.
Yeah,
Right?
Like, I don't need.
I know
to
that
see
the
John's
maybe
face.
just get some like in Mandalorian.
Yeah,
His helmet was on like the whole time. I mean, he took it off once or a couple times? Twice,
I think. Yeah,
dude.
I mean,
The
he
helmet,
took it off
the
to where
helmet's
you
the
could see it.
character. We don't need, we don't. I know the actor probably like wanted that in his contract. I'm sure it was a contract thing, but it's like, just hire some guy, to be Master Chief and wear the helmet. I don't know.
But yeah,
I mean, I even had that same critique for Boba Fett. I feel like Boba Fett, his helmet was off like so much, and it's just like I don't really care about seeing that guy. I guess it's one way to connect to the character a little bit more.
Yeah, but like,
but
in
it's
the
like
games, you only see Master Chief with his helmet off once, and you
Yeah.
gotta like 110% beat the game before you even see that
Yeah.
cutscene.
Hollywood, they like to mess these up. I know that you're giving it a 7.5, but I could see how, from what I've heard, people would be critical of these things, it being like a completely new story. Like, why not just, there's already so much great lore. Why not just make it about, one of the games or like tie it in to, or maybe they do. Do they like tie it back to like things that do happen in the games? They like refer to that? Do they like, oh, dude, when we blew that first, is it before the first Halo?
It's like a prequel to what would be the first Halo game.
Okay, all right.
Like,
so, yeah,
it's like we haven't seen Halo yet.
sure.
It's just I don't, like I said, they keep little bits and pieces of the lore in there, like the Spartan origins and all this other stuff, Dr. Halsey and Cortana and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a completely different story, and that's
Okay.
probably what got me a little bit at the start, because I felt super confused.
Sure.
But after a couple of episodes gone, and they kind of set the tone and the
Yeah.
foundation, it got better.
You're
for
getting
me.
into it. Okay. It's catching on from a big Halo fan. All right. That's great. Halo TV show. We got any other gaming news, Pizza Dude?
We have one more topic. Sifu has revealed their content roadmap and a new skin. The skin looks like it's for if you have the digital deluxe edition.
New skin for Sifu. Sifu is such a dope game. I had
I was
so
a
much
little
fun playing
disappointed
it.
with Sifu.
We disappointed.
I was a little bit.
It's okay. Tell me about it.
I got the game, and I thought,
Here, lay down on the couch. Why don't you just tell me about it?
do I need a Sigmund Freud this stuff? So, Doc, I was about 6.
What did the game do to you? Okay.
I was expecting from the videos like an Arkham Asylum kind of style freeform combat deal, and not Dark Souls with Kung Fu.
Okay. And how did that make you feel?
It made me feel bad.
Okay, made you feel bad.
I didn't even beat the first level boss.
Smoke these pills, and they'll bill you on your way out.
I couldn't beat the first boss. I aged to death
on the
getting to the first boss.
Oh no!
It was so hard, and I'm reading about this roadmap, and they're putting in difficulty settings, and I'm over here like, yes, I can play the game.
Oh,
now.
that's a part of the roadmap.
Yeah, like I was reading
Difficulty settings. Okay, cool.
they're gonna have like apprentice and
Dude, it was challenging.
and novice and master. So like you can still play it on the difficulty it was made for.
Yes.
Beautiful game.
Yeah.
Love the art style. Love the story.
Sure.
Love the combat. Love everything. Just dial it down for those of us who
You're
are
just getting
trash
whooped.
at games. You know,
yeah.
It just
Yeah, I hear you.
that's the only thing. Everything
I'm trying to
else about
remember.
the game
Yeah.
was beautiful. I couldn't get past the first level.
Yeah, I found that it definitely took some getting used to. It was one of those games where I feel like that game, going back to the Elden Ring talk we were having earlier, that game is more difficult to get into than an Elden Ring would be because, again,
Oh yeah.
What do you have in Sifu besides just like actually getting better mechanically? Like that, like there's so many other tools. And I guess in Sifu you can like use weapons, use the environment a little bit depending on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sifu, I almost feel like could be more difficult for a lot of people. Like kind of, yeah.
I think my problem is I went into it thinking I was gonna be It Man. You know, I was just gonna roll up in there and just be like,
yeah,
and just running into a group of people and like, all right, kick you, punch you, snap your neck. No, running into a group of people is probably the biggest mistake you can make in the dang game.
yeah.
And there's just no way, like, if you get surrounded, you're boned at that point.
I had a tough time with that game, but I was able to go far enough to like then go back and use the mechanic of like, okay, now I have more moves and I understand the game more and I understand where the enemies are and I can like lower my age down as I progress. It was very unique in that
Yeah, I love
regard.
that age system.
It was very unique in that regard. The final boss was very brutal. I had a real tough time with the final boss.
The first boss
Like
was
more
brutal,
like
too.
tougher than any boss that I've fought in Elden Ring. It's close. There's a
Really?
couple bosses in Elden Ring. Specifically this duo boss that I fought where there were just two, I think, Crucible Knights or two Crucible type enemies. That was extremely, extremely tough. But I would still say that the Sifu final boss was more difficult. So yeah, I feel for you on that. But cool that they're continuing to build it out.
Yeah.
Cool that there's more content coming for that. And yeah, I like that game exists. And I think that we talked about this briefly before the stream started, and I talked about this on stream when I was playing Sifu. That's the Matrix game. Like, that's the combat. That's the engine. Now, obviously, they build around... So it's like that hand-to-hand combat plus max pain bullet time.
Yep.
There's your framework for, like... And then use the Unreal Engine 5 Matrix demo. Like, that's the city or that's the engine. If they could do that...
Like, you remember Enter the Matrix?
I actually
After
never
the second
played. I
movie
actually
came
never
out?
played Enter the Matrix. I did not play it.
Okay. Wow.
I missed it.
Great game they had. I think it was like PS2, GameCube. It came out on a couple platforms.
Yeah.
But yes, I would love to see that fighting mechanic.
Yeah.
Not the obscene difficulty, because I actually want to feel like the one.
Yeah.
But that fighting mechanic, and then yes, bullet time would be absolutely amazing. Being able to like jump to the side and do like the freaking front lobby from the first movie, do flips and all that stuff like you could in Enter the Matrix.
Yeah.
And it would, yeah.
So hopefully that happens. That would be
awesome.
Amazing. We've got that's it for gaming news. That's it for the gaming news that we've got this week. The next segment that we want to get going in the coming weeks is a segment where you guys tuned in at home and around the world send in your clips, and we have a little clip competition. We select a couple clips, and then we watch the clips, and people vote in the chat for whether the clip is dope or nope. The nicest moves of the week. That's the segment name. So we've got a couple examples of potential clips that you could send in. Pizza Dude, want to roll the clip? You can turn the audio up.
I really like this. I really like this setup at all.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I almost want to draw them out. Ew, doggy.
Have you seen this?
Holy shit, I've got an idea. Are you guys ready for this? Wait for the beat to drop. Get ready for Futureman Gaming.
This is such a sick play.
Did you die?
I died. We set it up.
I mean,
It was there. Anyways, so it could be something like that. You know, it could be.
I was afraid that was going to be a dope one. I was about to send Pizza Dude a nope one, but I cuss a lot in that clip, so I don't know if that would be appropriate.
You better not frickin' cuss in any of these
Look,
frickin' gosh dang clip. You know that this is a Christian stream that you're on right
The
now.
only is
Speaking of
Minecraft servers.
Speaking of, oh, hold on, pause that for 1 second. And then you're gonna have to go back to the beginning of that clip when we start it. Speaking of Christian stream, so I looked up on Urban Dictionary the other day. Okay, let me ask you if you know what it means first. Do you know what a bussy is? I had to look this up.
Oh, unfortunately,
Am I the last person to know what a bussy is?
Oh, unfortunately,
Has that been around for a while?
You want
Dude.
to know? Yeah, because I only know what that is because a guy I work with has that as his WoW name.
Wait, no way.
Like his WoW account name
Okay.
is Bussy Boy.
Yeah,
And
but
just
yeah, hey, can you pull that up on Urban Dictionary really
oh
quick?
dear God.
I want to make sure that we that everybody's on the same page here, because you know, if I didn't know, there has to be some other people out there. And then click that or look at that first. Pizza Dude's pulling it up for us. Thanks, Pizza Dude. Can you go ahead and read the definition of that?
The asshole of a male is the bussy.
Yeah.
Boy, pussy.
Yeah, boy pussy. Oh, I thought it was butt pussy. Oh, boy pussy. Okay.
The more
and then, hold on.
you know.
Read the example. Read the example.
Example. Dad, I just wrote an honest definition of bussy on Urban Dictionary. Where is my dad?
Well, so like the dad, there's just nothing there.
Dad just says nothing.
And then he's like,
disappointed
where's
in
my
his
dad?
son.
All right, you can get that out of there.
That's just
Anyways, so yeah, don't be worried about your clip having some curse words, okay?
all right, Pizza Dude. Play that next clip.
Yeah,
and
all right, so
I
yeah.
got one coming your way.
You guys are going to want to email retrolabtv@gmail.com with your clip of the week, nicest move, dope or nope, contenders. And we will have, I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say we could drop that in the chat, but it's just like, yeah, retrolabtv@gmail.com. That's it right there, Aggro. Perfect, dude. Now, we've got another clip that would constitute, here's an example. And you can turn that one up, too.
I think we got this.
Perfect. Dude, how often in Elden Ring, what is that, 4-shot? Do you 4-shot an enemy? Oh, So just, yeah, send in your clips, guys.
That
Send in your clips. Emo Blanca with the perfect Brazil.
all right.
Brazil.
I found it. Send it over to you, pizza dude.
Oh,
now,
did you send in? You got your own clip.
I got my own clip. We should have an example here.
Yeah, we got another clip coming in
of
from
my own nice moves, and this is gonna be the dopest.
the dopest of
okay?
dope.
The dopest of dope.
All right.
Because I'm a very avid Sea of Thieves player.
Yeah,
and
Sea of
this
Thieves, yeah.
really encapsulates what my streams look like
All right.
when I play Sea of Thieves.
All right. Yeah, holding. Also, yeah, send in your clips. We're gonna pick a handful of the clips to watch, and then we'll select the dopest, maybe.
They're on me.
And then we'll hold on one sec. And then we'll narrow it down from our selections, and then we'll have you guys vote on the winner of the dopest clip that week. That's how the segment's gonna go going forward. So send in your
You're gonna want
clips.
to back that up just a little.
Yeah, back it up
back
so we can
that
get the
up a
full
bit
context and turn it up.
This is painful every time I see it.
Is there no way to? You want to just refresh it? Maybe just refresh the page.
Oh boy, they're on me.
Oh shit! For fuck's sake!
I couldn't see it.
So what had happened was I launched out of a cannon, and as soon as I landed, I got blown up by a skeleton with a barrel.
Perfect, of course. Oh boy. So that would have been so dope.
Sure, if that's what we can make it. I hit the dirt, boom.
And then instantaneously, all right, I'm seeing it now. Just a little bit of streamer luck. Yeah, I see how it goes. Woo! So send those clips, guys. Send those clips in. And we'll go ahead and have that segment ready to go for next week. Speaking of, we've got our next segment of the stream. Next segment of the stream. We've got what's the next segment?
The next segment? Lost.
Yeah, that whole
Lost
jingle. We
in
need to have the
I got-
actual. We need
I
the
got thrown
animations.
off on that one.
We need to have the animations. I'm thinking like we're gonna get animations, and we'll be able to get little jingles and stuff for these different segments. It's a work in progress. First episode, guys. First episode.
We'll come back to this in 5 years when we got like 200 episodes out.